Hi everybody. Okay, so Bold is really doing it. I got to give them the award already for the week because they're moving it. Okay. No, from last week. Okay. So Ivy put down the business and told Dylan, I see what you're doing here. Uh, you're gonna get out of town and you're never coming back. And remember, I was like, yes, thank you, God. Because I was like, why is she here? What is she doing? The whole thing. And I could never find a reason for her presence. I'm sorry, honey, but it's just no. Um. So yeah, Ivy continued with what? Because Dylan was like, "What do I say? You know, um, what do I say so they believe me?" And Ivy was kind of like, "I don't care." But Ivy said, "Well, just tell them you got a job or something, but really sell it and tell them you're never coming back." And I'm like, "Whew, all right, okay." So then there's that, and then the other storyline going on today is Taylor and Deacon. Now, uh, okay, let me see how I'm going to talk about this. Okay, I like the actors involved. Sean Kanan is the bomb. Okay, I saw him on JLJ Media on the Bold Mini Spotlight thing, and he was cool. He's always cool. He's very grateful, gracious, the whole thing. Okay, but he's clearly an actor, and what I mean by that is when a fan like I ask him questions, he can't really answer because, like I said, he has to keep the storylines under wraps. And then also, he can't give away anything because if I already knew, why would I watch, right? So I remember I put in the comments that I can't wait for Sheila to give you the business. And what I meant by that is that when Sheila finds out what Deacon is doing, Sheila's gonna go ballistic. Okay? I don't care how changed you are. I don't care how whatever mature, demure, whatever you are. When you find out that somebody is doing something with your man, and you think that's the only man you can ever be with, okay, you are going to lose your. And that's Sheila Carter we're talking about. I've talked about Sheila Carter ad nauseum here, okay? She is the villainess of daytime. No one can hold a candle to her. No one, okay? And when she goes off, she goes off. There are people in her wake, okay, of like, holy, don't mess with Sheila Carter. So, honey, you might be signing your um, what you call it, unaliving certificate. Yeah, yeah. Deacon, honey, sweetie, your days may be numbered, and same goes for Taylor. But Taylor, Steffi gave Taylor the business today. Okay, Steffi tells Taylor, well, you can't be with him. Do you understand that he is Sheila Carter's husband? You understand, Sheila Carter, what I just said. Basically, what I just said. But then she said, if you go with Deacon, then I'm going to cut off all communication with you, and you will not see your grandkids and everything else. So, okay, basically, they put everything on the line for Taylor and Deacon too. Okay? Deacon and Taylor stand to lose a lot. And I don't mean just like stuff. I mean relationships with other people and the whole thing, and not to mention the marriage and the fallout from the marriage, even discounting Sheila and her, Sheila, um, uh, financially, emotionally, all the stuff. They stand to lose a lot. Okay, so if they stick together and they actually do the thing, then it's going to be the trope of them against the world or whatever. But it's just like, oh, okay. On the one hand, see, I'm conflicted because I know all the information that I just told you. However, add on to that, if Deacon feels, and Taylor too, that they have never had love like this, where someone just understands them and doesn't want anything from them, and like that kind of thing, like total total understanding, um, seeing each other, not wanting each other to change. If either one of them hasn't had a relationship like that before, that might be the pull that might make them do whatever, despite logic and brain. Like when you lead with your heart instead of your head, that might be the reason. But the fallout is going to be huge. So I don't know. And believe me, I'm a hopeless romantic. I believe in true love. I believe in all the things. But also, your brain has to get in there sometimes and say, well, I don't know. Think about this a minute. And really think about it. What are you standing to lose here? And for them, they're standing to lose a lot. Uh, so, oh, and then also, I got to talk about the funny moment of the day. And they also give it to, they gave it to Sheila, but Deacon was there too. Okay? Because apparently they told Kimberly Brown to have a knife and be preparing a dish as their chef special of the day or something. Okay, so she's with this knife, and I'm like, holy, you're gonna get it, honey. You might want to watch what you say to her. She's got a knife in her hand, like you know what I mean. Uh, and then so Sheila, kudos to Kimberly Brown because okay, there's one trope that I don't like that some soap operas do, which is, well, they all do this one, but they also do another one. They do the one where the wife is the last one to know, but then also they do the one where the wife is like kind of dumb and she doesn't know anything, and like even if the alarm bells, you know how they say you have female intuition, right? Woman's intuition, whatever, right? Okay, so stick with me here. You could have all the bells going off, and they write the chick like she doesn't understand, and she doesn't hear the bells going off, and she doesn't hear anything. And then when she gets hurt, she's like, I didn't see this coming. I'm so surprised. Okay, thank God they're not doing this with Sheila, Kimberly Brown, because two points here, and then I'm done here. Okay, first of all, Kimberly Brown is smart as a person, an actor, the whole thing. Okay, she's an actor, but she's also got businesses, and she's a smart lady. Okay, so I really didn't want them to play her dumb, and I knew they wouldn't. But to see it come to fruition is beautiful because she's like, he's talking to her and talking about, oh my God, you changed. And she's like, well, you're part of it. And he's like, well, no, I was here, but you didn't. And you're real resilient and stuff. And he's like really couching his terms. And I'm like, what the are you doing? And she's like, what are you doing? Why are you saying that? Why? And I'm like, yes. the questions. Finally, questions. Because so many times I've seen it where a woman will, a man, her partner, her husband, whatever, will say something off the wall that he never says. Okay, never. And then she'll go, "Oh well, it's okay," and she'll brush it off. Uh-uh. Sheila was like, why are you saying this? That's odd. Why would you say that? And I'm like, dude, she's gonna get you. She's gonna figure you out. And if you lie, it will not be pretty. So do not lie to Sheila Carter, please. You know what I mean? So yeah. We gotta see how this goes. But also, I meant to say this last week. I heard from somebody that with this storyline, they're doing this slow burn, which means it might take a while. So just be patient on this one. That one I know. Okay, I don't always know about the pace of things all the time, but I'll give you tidbits when I have them. And they said, yeah, this was going to be slow. So be prepared. All right. Bye, guys.